Have you ever felt like a fraud? Like you're just pretending to be something that you're not? You're not alone. And today I'm opening up about my journey with imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome. It's that nagging voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough, that you're just faking it. And sooner or later, everyone's going to find out. And it's more common than you might think. Studies show that over 70% of people experience imposter syndrome at some point in their lives. This feeling of inadequacy can be paralyzing, making you question your worth and hold you back from reaching your full potential. Today, I am opening up about how I faced down my imposter syndrome at work and transformed it into self-confidence. My battle with imposter syndrome didn't start in the typical way. It wasn't about entering the workforce or feeling out of place in a new job. It began when I had an idea, a big idea, for a product that hadn't been done before. I was fortunate enough to secure funding for it, but that's when the real challenge began. I found myself working 80 to 100-hour weeks, pushing through Uncharted Territory to bring this idea to life. The pressure was immense, and despite my dedication, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was way in over my head. The project was a pioneering effort, one of the first CD-ROM projects at Microsoft, and there were no clear guidelines or established processes to follow. Every step felt like I was stumbling in the dark, and I was constantly worried that I was making too many mistakes or that I just wasn't the right person for the job. The doubt gnawed at me, making those long hours feel even longer, and the stakes seemed impossibly high. But something changed when I decided to get a little vulnerable and reach out to others. I was willing to admit my mistakes and seek guidance and mentorship from others who were clearly doing a better job than me. So I set up meetings with leaders from other groups at Microsoft that were also producing CD-ROMs, hoping to learn how they were overcoming similar challenges. What I found was surprising. Everyone, and I mean everyone I met with, was just as unsure as I was. We were all inventing new processes and making mistakes, and learning as we went along. This realization was eye-opening. I wasn't failing, I was pioneering. And these sessions ended up creating a valuable support group that helped each other continuously grow and improve. Here's how I turned that realization into actionable steps to overcome imposter syndrome. First, recognize the struggle. The first step was acknowledging that this wasn't a sign of weakness or inadequacy. It was part of the process of doing something new. Second, seek collaboration. By reaching out to others, I not only gained valuable insights, but I also realized that I wasn't alone. We were all figuring things out together. Third, embrace mistakes as learning. Instead of seeing errors as failures, I began to view them as essential steps in the innovation process. Each mistake brought me closer to the solution. Fourth, reframe success. Success wasn't about getting everything right the first time. It was about persistence and continuous improvement. Finally, fifth, build confidence through action. With each challenge I overcame, my confidence grew, and I learned that confidence doesn't come before action, it comes from taking action, and then learning and growing. Looking back, that project taught me one of the most important lessons of my career. Imposter syndrome is not a sign that you don't belong. It's a sign that you're pushing your boundaries. When you're stepping into new territory, doubt is natural, but it doesn't have to hold you back. By embracing the process, seeking out support, and reframing your mindset, you can turn that doubt into a driving force for growth. And here's something crucial to remember. Getting outside of your comfort zone may feel uncomfortable, even daunting, but that's where the magic happens. It's in those moments of discomfort you're most likely to experience your greatest personal growth and breakthroughs. And as the saying goes, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So stay committed, be resilient, and keep pushing past the discomfort, because on the other side of it lies the potential to achieve something you might not have thought possible. And remember, you've got this.